I want to talk about something serious, man. Early in the week, Rich Piana, I was a recording that leaked. I don't know, have you heard about that?
Nothing. Thank God.
I guess it was a recording that his ex-girlfriend made. We had a conversation that he had with her where he was using very racist, derogatory. It's, you know, if you listen to it, you know, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Why are you sticking up for yourself about this fucking nigger? Why are you sticking up for yourself? Are you a fucking nigger lover? Are you a motherfucking piece of shit, white trash, fucking nigger lover?
Supposedly she cheated on him with a black man, so he was very angry, and it was a private, you know, message. Or since then he apologized, or whatever.
When I get riled up, I lose my fucking mind, black out, fucking do some fucking fucked up shit, say some fucked up shit. And I think we all have had times in our life when that has happened, where we lose our fucking mind. But there was no meaning behind those words. And, you know, I'm not at all racist. Sorry you guys had to hear that come out of Rich Piana's mouth. But it'll never happen again.
Nope.
I'm not here to talk about whether he's racist or not. You know, that's obviously not for us to decide.
He decided that on his own with his comments.
But I want to talk about the bigger issue, racism in bodybuilding. In the industry, in the sport, did you encounter a lot of it over the years?
Me personally, I've never dealt with it head on. I never not won a show because I'm black. I never got a guest posing gig or something like that because I'm black. So to the best of my knowledge, no. I mean, maybe it's possible that maybe a promoter didn't hire me for a gig because I'm black, but how would I know that? So, you know, being that I am still black to this day, I can honestly say I've done pretty well as a competitor, you know, competing. So I don't think it's more prevalent in our sport, or I haven't bared witness to it. But of course, I'm sure it's here. You know, I'm sure it's here.
Now, it's interesting because, you know, going to bodybuilding shows, you know, like, for instance, let's take soccer, right? Soccer is probably the most diverse sport in the world, right? It's played on every continent, every country pretty much. The World Cup is the biggest event in the world, you know, and yet, you know, soccer is definitely dealt with a lot of racism issues over the years.
Yeah.
Obviously, from the fans' perspective, if you go to a soccer stadium somewhere in Europe, you'll hear some crazy shit going on there, you know? I mean,
I've heard the videos of the great black soccer players and what they had to deal with.
It's insane.
I was dumbfounded, yeah.
It's insane. But in 2004, actually, there was a big incident. The coach of the Spanish national team was actually caught saying some racist things about the black players also. And that coming from the top, you know, that's a coach of a national soccer team during the World Cup.
Yeah.
So there was a big issue, you know. Now, going to the bodybuilding shows, in the fans, you know, from the fan perspective, I've never heard anything like that. You know, I'm sure, you know, I don't know if you have heard that, you know.
No, hell no. No, definitely not. There's never been a bodybuilding show that I've been at or took part in that there was racial slurs yelled from the audience because is there people there probably racist? I'm sure there is, but I have a strong feeling that if anybody was to yell out a racial, you know, derogatory remark, he would probably get his ass or her ass handed to him by, you know, probably over 90% of the audience there. So I've never had to witness to that.
Right, exactly. But now with the social media, right, and the commentary takes place online, I think that comes out to the surface.
Sure.
You know, a few months ago, my digital manager came to me. He came to me and he said, "Wow, we've been getting significant like racist comments on a few videos." And I looked at him and I was surprised. I was actually shocked because like how open they were about saying that.
Oh no,
and they put
agree.
themselves out there like that, like without having any type of, you know, shame about it.
We're worried about any repercussions or anything like that. If you want to widen it to the internet, have I dealt with racial slurs and racial comments? Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I get them all the time. I get private messages of guys calling me the N-word. I've gotten open comments on my threads where guys are calling me the N-word and this, that, and the other and blah, blah, blah. But again, those are the same, you know, people that would probably drive by and flip me off and call me the N-word, but I doubt seriously if they would stand right next to me and call me that to my face. So that's the double-edged sword to the internet. You know, you have a lot of these cowards or these guys who can say things on the internet and hide behind their computer. But I don't consider them our sport. And as I said, I've never in 40 years been to a show where I've ever heard somebody yell out something whatsoever. But is it there? Of course it is. But I think because of our sport is so diverse and so mixed with so many different nationalities, it would probably be a bad situation for anybody to do that. Now, I heard the reverse of that. You know, I mean, you know, the IFBB, I've heard jokes where, yeah, it might as well be called the International Federation of Black Bodybuilders because, you know, we've won so many shows, and I would laugh at that. I didn't really look at it as a derogatory remark or anything like that, you know, but what are you going to do about the internet? I mean, there's ass clowns that, you know, say all they want on the internet, but I don't consider them a real true depiction of our sport whatsoever.
But you know, it's interesting, like, if Rich Piana was a mainstream star in any other sport, right, he most likely would have been at least maybe criticized more or dropped. Well, he owns his own business, so he can't be dropped per se. But you know what I mean? Like, people would have left him.
And you can go get Joe Blow from down the street, who has a huge following, and he comes and goes to all the expos and this, that, and other. That don't make him, that person, a part of our sport. Our sport is an open door. Yeah, anybody can go. I can go to a soccer game. I can go to every national soccer game in the world and not like soccer. That doesn't make me a part of the sport. I can do interviews about soccer. I can talk about the players in the game, this, that, and other. That doesn't make me a part of their sport. Anyone can do that. And that's where, you know, for me, that's where kind of Rich falls into that space, that open space. But I guarantee you, if he was registered or affiliated with the NPC or the IFBB, yeah, I guarantee you Jim Mannion would have reached out to him, or Rafael Santella, or Robin Chain, or any of those high-level people would have reached out to them, and there would be some just cause, rightfully so. Now, I didn't see the video. I definitely don't care to see the video, especially not knowing what it's all about. You know, I'm just a firm believer that, hey, you just don't say certain things. There has to be something deeply rooted in you to not say those things. My depiction of that is kind of like, you know, I can go to a bar and, you know, maybe the guys that are at the bar, you know, maybe they know better than to call me the N-word or say the N-word out loud. But once they get drunk and they lose their inhibition, next thing you know, the word fly out their mouth. I'm like, oh, no, he just said that because he's drunk. No. Under the influence, he's more freer tongue to say what's on his mind. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. So, you know, hey, great. Glad Rich went out and made that apology and everything like that. But nah, I don't make racial slurs like that because it's not in me. I don't. So you're not going to see me talking a certain way, no matter how angry. I don't care if, you know, God forbid, you know, my wife leaves me for another colored person. I'm not going to go out and call that person by their race or their creed. I might say, you know, this guy is a punk, this, that, and the other, or blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't take me to that tone. There has to be a reason for that to happen. And, you know, regardless whether that was 10 or 15 years ago or whenever it really was, for me, I'm sorry. There's no accepting that. You know, I was born and raised of a time. I mean, I'm being serious now. Like you said, it's a serious conversation. Let me help you to understand why it's so serious to me. You know, I was born in 1965. I come from a time where I've watched, been a part of, or seen guys get killed, guys get shot, or guys get really beaten over just that word. I've been to schools where that word has been thrown around and it's a full-on effing riot. Guys are going to jail, guys are getting beaten up, and I've watched people literally got shot, killed, or stabbed for using that word. So that's deep in me. It's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Yeah, so that's just my depiction on it.
Generation Iron 2.